Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays for the Warden's Report.
Welcome to the Warden Report. Another week. We're past the 1 year mark. Oh, crazy. So it's actually Thursday. Yesterday, just a busy day, and I was fasting. Today, I am starting out. It's already afternoon, y'all. This day, I need to take a moment to breathe and relax, Shelly. Breathe and relax. I just feel like I've been running since I got up. Like I've not had a free moment. Anyway, so I'm going to have my kefir, or drink about half of it. And I just add into my homemade kefir just some flax seeds. And it already had blueberries in it. And I add a little turmeric. Really good. And then also just made my coffee. So yes, afternoon, and I'm just now having coffee. Like, what is my life, right? But I also am making, I'm going to have soup again for lunch. I'm making the same soup as I did the other day. Heath is like so impressed. He's like, we need to do a video. And I'm like, okay. I just throw in stuff. But anyways, so it is cooking. It's just simmering on the stove until I go to lunch, which is probably going to be closer to 2. Just because I have stuff at work that I really can't be away until after 1. But usually, you know, they say 1 is the cutoff, but you got to give it a few minutes. So anyways, so yeah, that's how my day is going. I'm excited to hear how you're doing. I mean, it's December, y'all. December. We're in the last month of this year, and then it'll be 2024. Whew. So, yeah. I feel like this is a busy month, and there's just going to be a lot going on, but I'm excited for it. Alright, y'all. It is lunchtime. Here's the soup I've been working on. So we'll probably put out a video, but it's got some bacon and Purnell sausage. There's the bacon. And then I just put some various little veggies, like mushrooms, a little bit of carrot, onion, and then that cilantro salsa, and then some cream cheese. So, yeah, this is my lunch today. I'm really excited. It is so good, so warming, especially on these cool nights. And then I'm just putting together the rest of my lunch, and I'll show you some of that. I'm showing you as I create my plate, but I've got an avocado here. It's kind of a small avocado. These were the ones for, I think, 39 cents at Aldi. Is that Aldi? And then I've got my sauerkraut, and so I'm just having a tablespoon of sauerkraut. Again, if you're trying to heal your gut, which, I mean, I honestly feel like if you have ever been on antibiotics, if you have ever ate those seed oils or anything inflammatory, you need fermented foods. That's how you're going to heal your gut. And you don't need a lot, y'all. You don't need to eat cups of this every day. You just need a tablespoon. But change it up. So, I mean, I always have my kefir because I freaking love kefir. I would say to start, if you choose kefir, which I feel like is the best ferment, but if you choose that, start slow. Just do 1/4 of a cup. That's all you need. And then slowly work it up higher. Again, you don't need to be drinking cups of this stuff. Just a little bit will do you. If not, sauerkraut. But again, you want to make sure you're getting a good fermented sauerkraut. You don't want the canned stuff that tastes like ferment, right? Or tastes like sauerkraut. You really want nice fermented sauerkraut. So I've got that. And I will drink the brine, y'all. I love the brine. And then I also love kimchi. And this brand, Cleveland, I've been getting it at Aldi, and it's been on sale the past month, I think. But also, another tip I found out from the Frugal Channels, is they were saying if you have a favorite brand that you like, email them, give them like basically kudos, tell them how much you love their product and you use it all the time, and ask them if they ever do coupons or if you could get a coupon. So I did that to several brands, like the different brands of kimchi I enjoy, Pernell sausage. I just sent out several of them. So far, the ones that have replied is Cleveland, and they were like, oh, we don't normally send them out, but since you're such a VIP and love our kimchi, we'll send you a coupon. So they're mailing me a coupon. I mean, why not, y'all? Now, I don't know if Aldi takes coupons, but I've seen this brand, I think, at Kroger before, or maybe H-E-B, so I'm good there. But kimchi is another good ferment. Of course, I love my homemade ferments. I have some more carrots fermenting, and other items I have fermented, like cauliflower, hot peppers, and so forth. We need to do some more of the hot peppers because we just use that stuff so quickly. So, but at least getting these. And then I am having a sweet potato. And I did put some garlic in my soup. So you still want those prebiotics because that's how you feed all this stuff. So this stuff and the kefir gives you good bacteria in your gut. And when you have those good bacteria, they send all of the bad stuff packing. They're like, hey, dude, you're not welcome in this gut anymore. Get out. And they take shop there. And again, you only need a tablespoon. That's it. A day. A whole day. A tablespoon. That's all you need to do. Well, for them to set up shop, you need to have prebiotics. So that's what they eat. So having things like garlic, sweet potatoes. There's so many different great prebiotics that really helps feed everything. So this is my lunch. So I've got that soup. Oh my gosh, it is so good. And then over here is everything else. So you see just a tablespoon of the sauerkraut and the kimchi. You could do both or just 1 tablespoon of either. Again, it's okay. I always feel like, and what I've heard from others that ferment and do focused on gut microbiome is you want variety. So yeah, if you're somebody who always eats yogurt, try another fermented food. Just try it. Again, it's a tablespoon. We hear all the time people who are like, oh, liver is so good for you. Just swallow it. Just get over it. I feel like, honestly, fermented foods are even more important. So taking a tablespoon, especially if you've done the liver, you could do a tablespoon of this. So a tablespoon of either sauerkraut or kimchi. And then again, get your prebiotics and your polyphenols. So a sweet potato is a great source of prebiotics. They have good things in there that will help feed these wonderful probiotics. And then I just make sure I do add, oh, hold on, Sam's chewing on something. But anyways, I like to add lots of butter. So some type of fat source. Anytime you're having something as a carbier item, just pair it with a good amount of fat. So I've got a little over 2 tablespoons of butter in this small thing. And then I added the a little bit of sweetener and then the seasoning mix I've created. And then, of course, I've got my avocado. So we're good to go. For dinner tonight, I'm calling it Italian shaved beef, but basically it's the shaved beef from Aldi. I added onions, bell peppers, and some marinara and some Italian seasoning that we make, and blended that all together. And then you kind of can see here there's chunks of garlic cheese. It's like that grilling type cheese, but I thought it'd be neat to kind of chunk it up and put it in there so you have little bites of cheese. So that's the main. And then for a side, I just made our air fryer Brussels sprouts with some mushrooms and jalapenos and tomatoes. And then I've got half an avocado. And then to drink, 1877. Good morning. Happy Friday. Who loves Fridays as much as I do? What is your favorite day of the week? I'm curious. I like to see because, you know, I think the general consensus is most people are like, ugh, Mondays, right? I've never had problems with Mondays because Tuesdays always seem like because it seemed like people purposely were like, well, I'm not going to deal with it on Monday, but then everybody's like, okay, it's Tuesday, got to get this done, right? I'm just curious. What is your favorite day of the week? I guess mine, I mean, I enjoy Fridays. I think between Friday and Saturday, I would say Friday probably wins because we have the Friday night feast. Now on Saturdays when we happen to have our channel member cook along, those are obviously my favorites. Because I just love hanging out with y'all. You know, it's here, and let me know if anybody else has this experience. I mean, we have, you know, friends, but we don't hang out with them really that often. It just seems like most of our friends are like an hour away or so, and so you just don't get that like, oh, okay, let's hang out all the time, and you just kind of chat online and not so much in person, where I feel like when we do our Friday night lives, like I'm hanging out with y'all. And when we do the cook-alongs every month, I really feel like I'm like in the same room with my friends. We're just like all in the kitchen together, cooking, preparing, chit-chatting, that kind of thing. So let me know, do y'all have the same experience? I know there are, you know, some people, in fact, my work sister, like she's always hanging out with people all week long, and I'm just like, goodness, maybe because I'm just older. So yes, it is Friday. It's 11:20. I have my coffee, my first cup. So I always drink my water first. Got that drink pretty quick, actually. And now I have my coffee. So what I did different today is I forgot, because I saw all these, like, Starbucks release their new coffee flavors. And Dutch also released some coffee flavors. But most of them are not sugar-free. So I was like, you know what? I think I still have a peppermint stevia from last year. So I added a little bit, like a third of a dropper of peppermint stevia to this. Pretty good. So it's not like a knock you in the face peppermint. It's just nice, like a little subtle hint, kind of like the Nespresso makes a peppermint. And I still have some of those in there. And one day I made one and I was like, ooh, this must be a peppermint, because I'm really getting the peppermint. So not quite that dramatic, but it's still good. Let me know, since it is officially December, y'all. Today is December 1st. Everybody's releasing their winter drinks, right? Whether it's winter teas, I have seen some tea announcements, but also winter coffees, right? And Starbucks, Dutch, Dunkin', all those, you know, I don't care about Dunkin'. But anyways, all the different coffee shops, right? The coffee brands. What is your favorite winter time coffee? Like, what's your flavor? Now, we know for fall, I am a pumpkin spice lady. Like, I love pumpkin spice, right? Love all things pumpkin. But now I feel like, to me, December 1st is like, okay, we're officially in the winter season. So now I'm like, okay, I'm going to have some, like, peppermint. And, you know, I was looking at Dutch's new drinks, which, again, they only have one that's still sugar-free. But they announced today 3 new ones, none of which are sugar-free. Now, I think you could, one of them is a hazelnut, and you could do that one mostly sugar-free. You just can't do the soft top because that has lots of sugar. But you could, I believe you get sugar-free hazelnut and the sugar-free caramel, and then kind of get the same flavor. But the other one they have is called Snow Cap, which is a cupcake. But they only do it in a freeze, which I love hot coffee. Which, again, tell me below, are you cold or hot? I think I've asked before. But during the winter, especially, I love hot coffee. Like, the hotter, the better. Like, it better have some steam coming off kind of hot coffee, right? So, it's hard for me to think, especially a freeze, like, ooh, that's so cold. But they only released that in only a freeze. But my thing is what I read. I haven't asked, but it doesn't matter because the cupcake ain't sugar-free. So if you are someone who does the occasional off and you get like, you're like, you know what, it's my treat for the month, right? Let me know if you ever tried the Snow Cap Dutch coffee and what do you think about that cupcake flavor? So yes, so I was just looking. I think my favorite winter coffee is probably a peppermint. I do enjoy peppermint flavors. To me, it reminds me of Christmas. Ooh, excuse me. Christmas and the holidays. So I do enjoy that. And yeah, so I'm enjoying this cup of coffee, enjoying this Friday. I'm just like, wow, this month, y'all. And I'm going to tell you something, kind of like swerve, new conversation here. My paycheck this week, I came back. My paycheck this week, for some reason, a couple weeks ago, actually 2 weeks ago, I took PTO. Showed up on my timesheet, shows the PTO there, blah, 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 blah. But when I got paid, yesterday's when it posted, it was like 3 in the morning. I was 8 hours short. And I was like, what? And so when I looked through to see, they never paid out my PTO. So immediately, yesterday morning, I spoke to my manager and I'm like, hey, they didn't pay my PTO. Don't know what's up. What can I do? She handled it all for me, which is awesome. Because I have had managers at other companies who were like, oh, well, you got to go call that department. But she took care of it. She rushed it. And then this morning, even though she's out today on PTO, she messaged me and said, hey, I heard back. Payroll is processing that payment today and it should hit your account by Monday. Like, maybe I've just worked at some awful companies before, but any time in the past that I've worked at a company and they screwed up a paycheck, it was always, it'll be corrected next paycheck. Like, you didn't get, like, they weren't like, oh, so sorry, we messed up. Here, we'll pay you in a couple of days. It was, oh, okay, we'll just add it to the next paycheck. And that's fully what I was expecting. I mean, I've been here almost 2 years. This is the first time I've had, like, a mess up like this. And they're going to give it to me on Monday. I was like, oh, that's such a relief. Because I was, like, trying to move some funds around because, 8 hours is a pretty big chunk of change. And then now it's like, oh, wow, that's cool. Oops. Sorry, somebody trying to call me. It's a spam. I don't know why I get so many spam calls. But, yeah, so I'm just astonished. I'm just happy. All the time I just say, the company I work for, they just impress me all the time. Just the people I work with, the managers I work with, the directors I work with, just everything they do, it really does seem like this approach of, hey, we appreciate you as an employee and we want to take care of you as best as we can, right? And I know, like, overall, I'm easily replaceable, right? They're not going to go above and beyond for me, but I feel like they do make strides versus other companies, right? Look, those are my bat slippers, but it's kind of warm today, so I'm not wearing slippers because I hate my feet being sweaty. But yeah, those are little bats back there, and they're cute. So anyways, so yeah, that is what's going on. Just happy. And then another thing I want to bring up, I know you're like, Shelly, and I know last week's Warden report was a little short. I don't know if anybody noticed, but probably not this week's. So, I'm watching various things on YouTube, right? And I get all kinds of YouTube recommendations, which you would think, I guess because of all the prepper videos, which I'm not a prepper, but they, a lot of the preppers out there do like grocery hauls or budget information videos. So then those get recommended, I watch them. And then when I watch finance channels, it's just funny how the algorithm works sometimes. So anyways, I was watching this one who was talking about, the the worst diet advice out there. And I was like, well, let's see what she has to say, right? I'm not going to list her name. But, and like some of the points, I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because apparently there's a fruitarian. And she's like, that's just bad advice to be like, oh, you have to get most of your food from fruits only. But anyhow, but then she went on and she was criticizing, was that Bob Flav or Bobby Flav, whatever his name is, which, I mean, honestly, I'm not a fan of his either. It's just, personality doesn't match, right? And then also she had Paul Saladino on there, and I don't know. Then she had several people from all spectrums, right? Not just looking at keto, carnivore, paleo, but she was also looking at, the fruitarians, the vegans, all these different things. Even somebody who had gut health, and she was kind of chastising their advice, saying, oh, these, I don't know, something about carbs. I don't know. Anyhow, the main thing I'm getting to is then she went on and she sees nothing wrong with seed oils, nothing wrong with corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup. And I was just like, really? You're just okay with all that? Now, as far as I understand, this is the first time I've watched her, but she's also kind of like, you can eat anything, right? And so she was okay with any type of processed foods, like, because she said on some others, oh, we'll just buy this or that. Oh, it's okay if they list this on the label. And I'm just like, really? You're okay with all that? And then, she'd point to a study, but I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go dive deep into the studies, but we know that a lot of studies that say these things like processed foods, seed oils, high fructose corn syrup, that they're either epidemiology studies or they're basically paid by a big company to say they're okay. So I was just like, okay, well, I mean, not a big fan of that. But then where she really got me, so Paul Saladino, her clip that she had of him was him talking about how he has high cholesterol because he eats a lot of saturated animal fats, but it's okay. He doesn't need to take a statin just because his LDL is high, because overall he's got, it's coming from an animal source. Well, she totally just went down and was like, no, he's horrible advice. Statins are necessary and important for people. And I feel like, well, we've heard a lot in the keto carnivore community about how bad statins are, and even some people outside of the community have started saying, yeah, statins aren't good for you. So it's just weird to me that she's just like, statins are very important, you gotta have statins, he should never tell anybody they shouldn't have a statin, and yes, saturated animal fats are horrible for you, studies have shown this time after time, that's why you need to have unsaturated fats. And I was just like, so it's just different to me, I guess, and I think she had a pretty good following. It's just different to me how this is kind of the battle, and it's kind of comes down to who's actually right? Who has the truth? Because some people, like all the people who are following her, they're like, yeah, so they're eating the Kraft mac and cheese. They're eating, processed foods that have high fructose corn syrup and seed oils in it. And they say it's okay because she's like, oh, the science says it's okay, so you can have all of that. They're taking all the statins and all of that stuff and avoiding animal fats and high proteins. And it's like, but then we hear on this side so many doctors and medical professions, we know all the big names, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Mindy Pels, Dr. Sivas, Dr. Eric Westman, but even him sometimes. But anyhow, that say, no, look, first of all, processed foods are awful. And I feel like even people outside of the keto sphere, like a lot of the fermented channels I watch and even the budget channels I watch, a lot of them, I can't say so much about a lot, but many of them will be like, no, avoid the processed foods. Like, it's better to and cheaper to make stuff from scratch than to buy a box of something that's only 1 or 2 meals. And then we also hear a lot about, seed oils overall tend to have bad reactions to us, and more than likely are very bad for your gut health. And then, of course, we've heard all about the statins for years about how, no, those aren't good for you. So I'm just curious. I mean, I have my opinion. And again, it's kind of like an N equals 1. I know when, and even like, I know there's several people in the keto community and that are fine with seed oils, and they don't see anything wrong with the seed oil. And maybe they don't have any issues with it. I know for me personally, anytime I have a seed oil, especially like soybean or canola, like it really ravishes my gut. Like I could tell right away, within an hour, I'm having issues. And so, that's one of the reasons why I prefer not to eat out, because oftentimes I come home and having issues. So I could tell right away. And I do, seems like when I have that, and I've had my coach even tell me, no, that's not true. But again, N equals 1, when I have seed oils, I do get inflamed and put weight on. Now, it's probably not permanent weight. It will drop off once I clear those out, but it's obviously having an effect on the scale. And then plus, the bloating and other effects on me. And then, of course, I do believe that statins aren't good for us. And I don't see anything wrong. Like, my LDL was up, but even when my doctor, who's kind of a plant-based advocate, when she put in the whole number, she was like, oh, you're just out of 1, so you're good for now. But, that kind of reaction. So I want to hear your opinions. What do you think? Who do you think is right? Or do you think there isn't exactly a right or a wrong? Do you feel like there's so much gray in there that there's no definitive one answer on things? Thoughts, opinions. I can't wait to read these. So my lunch today, I've got my Pernell sausage with a little cheese and a little bit of our fermented hot sauce. And then I've got an avocado here. I put some olive oil, salt, Redmond's smoked salt, which y'all use our link below. They are having some great Christmas bundles so that you can then think of that for your family and friends. Transition them off of the umbrella onto a good quality salt like Redmond's. Use our link, you get a discount, plus it helps our channel. And those are great gifts to give, or get one of the bundles, and that's great stocking stuffers. The little miniature salt holders, those are wonderful stocking stuffers. Give them to all of your friends and family, and once they taste the difference, they'll be like, why am I using this other salt? I'm going to switch to Redmond's. That's how we work, because I used to be salt is salt, right? Redmond's is a superior salt. Highly recommend it. Again, please use our link, get a discount, and you help our channel. So it's a win-win, y'all. So definitely, we use Redmond's every day. Day in and day out, we use it from their salt to their seasonings. I have a face cleanser that I use, plus their toothpaste. They have so many great things, y'all. It's not just salt. They've got other items, so go take a look now for all of their wonderful Christmas bundles that they have. And then with this, of course, I've got my kimchi, my sauerkraut, and I decided to do a double serving today of olives. And these are stuffed with garlic. So, I mean, it's like a double thing as far as your polyphenols and your prebiotics, really getting those in. Plus, I did do kefir about an hour ago, my cup of kefir milk. So if y'all are enjoying these, where I show you what I eat, go ahead and click that thumbs up. And let me know below if you're tired of me showing the foods, because I know it gets pretty monotonous. If you're tired of seeing every single meal, let me know below and I can make changes to that. I want to bring you what you enjoy. Y'all, I am back from grocery shopping today. Did I stay in budget? So we're back to the $75 budget again. I'm going to show you, I went to 2 stores, went to Kroger and to Aldi. Show you what I got at both of them, and I'm kind of excited. And now you see, it's a lot of produce. You're like, Shelly, where's all the meat? Because all that meat was on sale a couple weeks ago, and now it's like all of the Kroger digital coupons and stuff is all for processed, heavily processed foods and not really on the meat. But at Kroger, I did get a couple things on disc or on sale on their digital. Their chicken drumsticks and their chicken thighs were 99 cents a pound. So I got thighs. I'm going to break this up. I think there's 8 or 10 in here. I'm going to break it up into 2 meals. So, I mean, for less than $6, and we get 2 meals off of it, less than $3 to feed 2 people. That'll be great. And then I got these drumsticks, again, 99 cents. And again, less than $5.50 for all of this. And I think, what did I count? 14 of them. And that'll be perfect for Heath to have lunches for a whole week. So a week's worth of groceries, or a week's worth of lunches for less than $1 a day. And then we got, also at Kroger, I got their bacon because Heath pointed out we only had 1 package of bacon left, and you just can't get to that. So I did have a $1 off coupon. I had 2 $1 off coupons, so I got 2 packages. So it ended up being for a pound, $3.99. I got the thick cut and the regular, depending on what we want to do. So not the cheapest deal, but still pretty good. And then my weekly coupon is always, or weekly, monthly, I don't know how often they do the freebie. My freebie is always the Chardonnay sliced cheese. I'm curious, what are your free coupon at Kroger every month? I want to know if this is what everybody gets or if it's something else. And then I went to their discount produce, and it was a bag of these red peppers. I mean, they're a little wrinkly, so we definitely have to use today or tomorrow, but all 3 99 cents. So I thought it was a good deal. And then also I had a 50 cents off of your large or extra large eggs. So this was $1.49. So I got it for 99 cents for a dozen eggs. And y'all, I'm really happy about this. My happy eggs, you know, these are my favorite, on sale or reduced to $2.31. Now they say they're marked expiration of the 7th. But according to the Googles, whatever expiration date is marked, you could usually go 3 to 4 weeks past that. So I think we're good there. Plus, I had a $1 off coupon of Happy Eggs, so I got 1 dozen for only $1.31. I mean, that's cheap just for a dozen eggs, but for Happy Eggs, oh my gosh. So I went ahead and got 2 of them. And so one of them I paid $2.31 and one I paid $1.31. And because of the pre-Kroger, pre-Thanksgiving, I accumulated $10 cash back. I think it was if you spent $100 or more. So I got $10 cash back. So my whole grocery haul today, after the $10 cash back or off or whatever, it only came to $14.90. That is amazing to me. And then Aldi. Now, I spent the most at Aldi than I think I've ever spent at Aldi, y'all. So let me show you what I got. So I've got the cilantro because this gentleman wants to make chimichurri.
Yeah.
So I got cilantro, 45 cents. I got parsley. They only had Italian parsley. And it was 85 cents. I got green bell peppers, which were $1.99. Their baby bellas are still for $1.29. And then look, they had zucchini marked down to $1.25, and there's 4 in here. That's going to be perfect. Of course, I got more jalapenos, 55 cents each, same as it's been. And then more avocados. They were $2.39 for 6 small ones. I got a couple more packages of the cream cheese. And they weren't like drastically discounted or anything. We need more heavy cream because we got to make fudge today, right?
Yeah.
You bought the Lily's chips.
That's right.
Have you figured out what flavor fudge I'm making? What Ketochow flavor?
One, thinking maybe the pecan, and actually put pecans in it too.
Okay, you'll have to find me the pecan sticky bun. And then also what I got, the goat cheese, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Remember a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, it's $1.89. Grab them. They're now marked down for 4 ounces for $1.59. So they have the unflavored or original. And then I love this garlic and herb. So I got 2 of these. And then, of course, I got more Irish butter. It was still, I think it's $2.19. And then they had the pork. They're just plain ground pork. A pound marked down to $1.99. So I grabbed one of those. And then we're going to try this hot sausage. Let me know if anybody has tried it before. Appleton hot sausage. I forget. I think it was $2.29. But the only thing wrong with it is less than 2%. And the very last thing is dextrose. They don't report anything in the carbs. So, I mean, as far as getting a flavored sausage, that's as clean as you could pretty much get it. You know, other than just getting your pork itself and flavor it, which we have done in the past. But I was like, this will be good as it is. And then I also got some more of this Swiss Gruyere cheese. It was still marked down to $2.69. So excited about that. So I have a dish that I am making that will have the sausage, zucchini, cheese, mushrooms, and a few other things I'm making tonight as a test recipe. So we'll see how that goes. And then for myself, I got me a couple more jars of these garlic stuffed olives. They're still marked down as well to $2.49. They are so good, y'all. I could eat the whole jar, but I try to limit myself. And then my splurge is I did get a Synergy. This gingerberry is so good. Kombucha. It's just such a good flavor. And then for our drinks, so I got Heath this pineapple strawberry to try. It sounds good. And then these were marked down. They're considered seasonal flavors, so they were $2.99. I got more of the pumpkin pie. I do enjoy that flavor. And then I saw they also had caramel apple. Now, I have never tried this, so we'll see how it tastes. We're going to put them in the fridge and get them chilled because I like them nice and cold. But, yeah, that's my haul today. So, I am back before noon, but I'm ready to start cooking me a lunch. So, I don't know if I said how much I spent at Aldi, but I'll just reiterate if I did. So, I spent $50 and like 65 cents. And I think that's the most I've ever spent at Aldi. Usually it's like under 30, sometimes under 20. But yeah, whew, I was like, oh goodness. But honestly, y'all, the deals are just not there right now. I think what happened is all these grocery stores had incredible deals leading up to Thanksgiving. And now that that is over, I think they just basically jacked up the prices. Like last week, I got Brussels for 99 cents at Aldi. This week, they were like $2.39. And it's probably the same freaking bags. So I feel like, yeah, I was glad, you know, I got what I could then. So you just have to watch and things, you know how they are. So I'm sure they're just trying to make up for what they lost before. And hopefully leading up to Christmas, maybe, probably not next week, but maybe the following week, they'll have some better deals. But I feel good. Our freezer is getting full again of meats, you know, having the chicken thighs and the drumsticks. So I feel like, you know, we're at a good place as far as meat goes. I want to have enough, if I could find good prices, that is, where we can almost like not go to the store in the month of January would be nice. Now, I know Heath, he'll be like, oh, we need this. And I would like, you know, fresh jalapenos and stuff. But maybe then in January, I could cut the grocery bill back even more and just get, you know, produce and do a lot of shopping from the freezer for the month of January. So we'll see. But total today spent was like $65.13. So I'm still under budget, which was $75 for the week. So I'm happy about that. And I'm going to take that as a win, and that extra $9 and change, you know, just helped offset kind of when I went over the past couple weeks. And what I'm doing now, I still haven't made my lunch yet. It's already 1 o'clock. I need to get going. But I want, because I was seeing like all these like keto treats at the Kroger. And I was like, why would I buy that when I can make all kinds of good stuff at home? So it is in the plan to make the keto fudge, as you heard from Heath. And right now I'm making some more of that pumpkin seed brittle, pepita brittle. So we already have a recipe on that. If you didn't see it, go watch it. It's so good. And so I'm going to make some more of that. And then I think I'm going to make some more Christmas candy. I would like to do the cookies too, but I might not get to the cookies today. So I'm making the pepita right now. And you kind of see here, there, I got that. The butter mixture. And I've got my nuts over there, so I will get that, put it in the fridge. It'll be ready by dinner, and then I'll make some also Christmas candy. I haven't put out that video yet. I did a test run, so I'll probably start on that pretty soon, and maybe I'll get that edited and out for Monday. Thoughts. Okay, I'm going to get busy here, and then I'm also going to get my lunch set up as well. Like, come on. Get on it, Shelly. Yeah, I finished the brittle and I finished the Christmas candy. They're in the fridge. And now, and that brittle, I'm telling you, it really starts to harden fast, because by the time I finished the Christmas candy, it was almost solid, y'all. So I know by dinner time tonight, it'll be fine. So it's 2 o'clock. I've got my lunch here. So what I did, you see my sauerkraut, my kimchi. And then what this is it's just like a scramble. So it's 3 of my happy eggs. You see the bacon there? Isn't that beautiful? 4 slices of bacon. And then I've got the red and green bell peppers that I just bought. Some onion and jalapeno. That's all in there with spices. And I'm going to, I topped it with the Swiss Gruyere cheese. And then on the side here, I'm going to finish the rest of these garlic olives that I already had. There's 4 in there. Finish that. Does anybody ever drink the juice? Let me know. Who are my hordes that enjoy the pickle and olive juice? I will probably drink this, to be honest. It tastes really good. And then, of course, I've got my Redmond's real salt. And you're probably saying, Shelly, it looks like something's missing. Oh, and I will have my Cooper's Inferno fermented hot sauce. If you've already ordered this, leave a comment. What do you think about it? Would you recommend it to anybody else? We still have a limited number. If you're interested, makes a great Christmas holiday present, y'all. Fermented hot sauce. But you're like, Shelly, there is something missing. Yes, there is. I don't have an avocado. The world is shattering right now. I bought more avocados today, but they're rock solid, right? So hopefully by Tuesday, one of them will be ready. But I thought I had one more avocado left, and I don't. I am so sad. So I did drizzle some avocado oil on top of this, but I am really sad, y'all. Really, really sad. I'm so used to having my avocado, and now I don't. So I'm going to cry a little bit. I thought about, well, should I go to a store to get one for dinner tonight? And no, that's all right. And then I also have here, I went to Dutch. So all I got at Dutch was an Americano. And then I asked for sugar-free peppermint and sugar-free white chocolate. To be honest, all I taste is white chocolate. Like the peppermint, they must have just passed it by. I don't know. It's very faint. But anyways, and this is still, I'm using the $25 that I found on that one gift card. So each week, by getting the Americano and then Heath getting his green tea double rainbow, it's less than $9 for both of our drinks. Before, when we were doing his sugar-free Rebel double rainbow and I was getting one of their fancy sugar-free drinks, it was running $13 to $14 for both of them. So $9 is a big savings. So if you're interested in supporting our coffee habit and Heath's double rainbow habit, hit that buy me a coffee below. I'd really appreciate it. Love it when y'all do that. That really not only helps support our coffee and rainbow habit, but we get the highest amount from that. So like when you give on YouTube and like we haven't done Patreon, but you know, those different channels, they take a big chunk. YouTube takes 30% of whatever is given. So if it's a super chat, if it's a thanks, if it's a membership, they take 30% of that. But if you go to buy me a coffee, they only take 5%. So we definitely like buy me a coffee, especially to support our Dutch habit. So we really appreciate that. And I'll give a shout out to whoever buys me a coffee. Thanks, y'all. It is a Monday again already, y'all. I had to fix my hair there. I hope you're having a good week. It is chilly here. I hope wherever you're at that you're staying warm. I have my cup of coffee. It's after 11. So just enjoying this. So good. I am fasting today, so you won't see much. And fasted, you know, yesterday. So just doing that. Following that Mindy Pell's. Gotta work those things in. And then tomorrow, oh my gosh, I'm excited. So, two things. First, yesterday we played with making our version of a chimichurri. I think it turned out really good. Like, I guess you can't, depending on your thing, I did taste a little bit of it. I don't consider that breaking my fast. I mean, a teaspoon? Come on. Anyhow, it tasted really good. And tomorrow, Heath is going to make some beef ribs. He already pulled them out of the freezer. And we're going to basically top it with the chimichurri. So we're like really excited. He's been like so excited about this. He's like, oh my gosh, it'd be the best thing ever to have, you know, chimichurri on some beef ribs. So we'll see how it turns out. So I'm thinking I'm just going to fast until dinner. And that way I can enjoy like a good half rack of ribs or maybe a whole rack because they are small, the beef ribs. So we'll just see. I'll still have my coffee like I did today. And yeah, we're officially in December. Things are moving right along. Of course, Monday, I'm just busy at work. Got a lot to do. But overall, things are going really well. So I'm excited. I hope you're doing well as well. Y'all, I am so excited. So I mentioned how if you have a favorite brand, email them. They might have coupons for you. Well, I got this from Cleveland, and I think it's just Cleveland Kitchen. Yeah. Look what all they sent me. I thought this was nice. A little recipe card about loaded kimchi fries. I bet that would be good on either sweet potato fries or, you know, some kind of like fry-like item. But that sounds good. A little sticker. If y'all don't know, we do collect stickers. We have a fridge in our garage. We call it our drink fridge, and that's where we put them all. Woohoo! And then look at all of these several coupons for a freebie and a couple for $1 off their products, y'all. I am stacked. You know, any way we can save money and get to have an item again where I'm not having to pay for it. I mean, that's the best, isn't it? Super excited. And so we got that in the mail. And I can release this because I know it's coming out tomorrow. But we got the Ketochow, the new flavor. Yes, I should turn that right. I am super excited. I hope you saw our video. If not, go watch it. But I love peppermint, especially this time of year. So I've already got it made up. We're going to try it probably after Heath eats. And I might, like, heat it up. Because, like, I think it'd be really good with coffee. But I'm going to have it just as it is. But we're going to probably try it cold and with some of it heated up. Because I love a hot beverage. So super excited, y'all. This is a great evening. And then we got our Merry Christmas card from Chris and Miriam. Isn't that adorable? They're so cute. So it is Tuesday. Got my coffee here. Been sipping on it. And Ketochow just released the newest flavor, peppermint. You will know by the time you see this, because we released our video on Tuesday. For everybody. So if you haven't, go watch the video, give it a thumbs up, like it, comment, all that fun stuff. And let me know below, did you order any of the peppermint and or the chocolate malt? I've been holding out because, you know, we kind of knew that another flavor was coming, but, you know, we were told mum's the word. So we kind of knew, you know, before even the chocolate malt was released. So I wish we could say those things, but because I know it's hard because you're like, oh my gosh, we just had this one. But yay, I'm so happy. I really, really love the peppermint. I am super stoked. So we are ordering some of the peppermint and the chocolate malt today and get those, hopefully, you know, they're really fast at shipping everything out. And yeah, so having a great day. Heath is out doing his grocery errands right now. He'll be coming home, and I think he's going to do a grocery haul on his channel, or I mean, this is all our channel, but his MS report this weekend when he releases it, because he found some great deals at Kroger, and where else did he go? Sprouts, Kroger. I think he's hitting Aldi, and he's going to hit H-E-B for something. But anyways, yeah, so he got some good deals today, especially at Kroger. Found some great markdowns. That's always nice. And then he also got my freebies from Cleveland Kitchen, which was the kraut and the kimchi. So I'm super excited to have some more of the kraut. I do really enjoy their kimchi. So I know I say you change it up, but I mean, free is free. So, just excited, having a good day. I hope you're having a wonderful day and everything's going well. Also, he got me some radicchio, and it's been a hot minute since I've had any. So I was planning to kind of make like a antipasta or salad for lunch today. I'm having my kefir, y'all. I know I talk about it. I don't think I film it too much. So you see there's little specks in there. That's the flax seed. And then I also, Heath got me some more GT's Cocoa Yo, which is like a fermented yogurt. I mean, yogurt's normally fermented, but like this seems extra. Like it like dances on your tongue. It's very expensive. That was, you know, kind of our splurge or my splurge this week. But I'm like, you know what? Heath always gets, like, he went and got his monster drinks, which are $1.25 each, and got 7 of them. I can get me a little special treat, right? As long as it's within the budget. So I added a couple teaspoons of that to my kefir, plus the flaxseed, a little bit of maple stevia, stirred it all together. It's really good. Like, just kind of a faint chocolate note to it. It's really good. Love it. So yes, I'm eating or drinking, whichever, this now. It's about 1:20. I'll probably go to lunch about 2 o'clock. And I plan to kind of make a salad with my radicchio. Super excited. All right, y'all. This is my lunch today. I'm so excited. So Heath got me the radicchio. So it is on a bed of radicchio, which you can barely see. And then what I've added, I've got various ferments. So I have my fermented carrots, also sauerkraut, kimchi, and then I also have jalapeno that I grilled up, avocado. That's a whole bunch of really ghost pepper seasoning that's going to probably hurt a little bit. I also put a little bit of cheese, some pepperoni, the ham that Heath got today that was discounted. There's also bacon bits, and I'm trying to think if that was it. That might be it. And then I just used a combination because I'm low on my olive oil, so combined olive oil, avocado oil, and some apple cider vinegar with the mother. And that's my dressing for everything. So I'm super excited. This looks so yummy. And Tuesday night dinner, so I made up air fryer sweet potato fries, and then we have some stuffed jalapenos and mushrooms, and then the wonderful Heath smoked some beef ribs today. Those look good there. And then the other day we made this our own version of a chimichurri, so we got that on top, and I'm super excited. Well, this wraps up another week of the Warden Report. I hope y'all really enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, if you feel like it really helps you, please share and let other people know about it. And I just really appreciate all of you. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll always have more stuff coming out every week, and you never know what I'm going to be thinking of. Thank you all so much again. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members. Thank you all again so much for your support. If you want to be a channel member too, hit that join button, and then you'll get early release videos. And then plus every month I send out a printable recipe card, and we have a channel member cook along every month. So go ahead and hit that join button if you're interested. Bye.